Hi, everyone. My name is Kristen Tullo, Pennsylvania State Director for the Humane Society of the United States. And I wanted to share a story with you about Mary Ellen Wilson, who was a victim of the first widely recognized child abuse case. She was abused and neglected, but authorities were not able to help because at that time in the 1800s, no laws yet existed for the protection of children. Ironically, animal abuse laws did exist, and authorities turned to the ASPCA and Henry Berg, the founder of the society, arguing that Mary Ellen was a member of the animal kingdom. And within 48 hours, a successful investigation was launched. And shortly after, Henry Berg went on to become a co-founder of the American Society for the Prevention Against Cruelty to Children. This story is quite compelling because it illustrates that even at this time in the 1800s, people understood these issues between animal and human maltreatment is highly correlated. And moving forward into 2016, the FBI started tracking animal cruelty cases in their crime report. Prior to 2016, animal abuse cases were tracked in an other category. So now they're broken into four areas. First, animal neglect. Second, intentional abuse and torture. Third, animal sexual abuse. And fourth, organized abuse like dog and rooster fighting. As we're moving forward and states are becoming fully implemented with the National Incident-Based Reporting System to report, this will allow us to have an additional tool to protect victims from abuse. So there are a ton of studies out there, and I wanted to highlight one for you today. This study shows that individuals who witnessed animal cruelty are 8 times more likely to become a perpetrator in a crime against humans. So that tells us that witnessing leads to more heinous crimes, which is why it's important to intervene if we recognize any signs of animal abuse to get the animal the help they need and to get the perpetrator the help that they need to potentially prevent future violent crimes against humans. Washington Area Humane Society brought 2 dogs in from their amazing Humane Society police officer. And this was a small dog that was being abused by a young child. So a boy actually popped the dog's eye out. And it was suspected that they were in an abusive home. The child was in an abusive home. And so that was reported to Child and Youth Services. But this heartbreaking example demonstrates a link between animal and child maltreatment. Witnessing, if we go back to that slide, that data about witnessing, children who are exposed to physical punishment and witnessing abuse increase the likelihood that they'll commit physical violence. Therefore, our organization, the Humane Society of the United States, is partnering with local animal protection organizations like the Washington Area Humane Society to call on prosecutors in Pennsylvania to consider mental health evaluations and counseling for cases involving animal cruelty. We all know it starts with people who care deeply about these issues. And as the adage goes, if you see something, say something. Report animal cruelty to your local humane police officer or state or local law enforcement agency. We're so grateful for partner organizations like Washington Area Humane Society who come together to have a relationship for this interagency partnership, because when we collaborate, our communities are safer. So some questions that show that we have come up in the last several years is that we know that we need statutory change on cross-reporting and mandating reporting for animal abuse. So we're going to be working on that with our legislature. So stay tuned for ways to take action on that. And always remember, in the wise words of Jane Goodall, what you do makes a difference. You have to decide what kind of a difference you want to make. Thank you for choosing to make a difference in the lives of animals.